everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do our annual look back video.
We're looking back at our third year of marriage.
So if you're not familiar with these videos, we've been doing them for the past 2 years now.
I was just thinking it's so easy to forget memories. And so I was like, you know, every year on our anniversary, we should just go through our phone, go through our photos, videos, talk about memories that we had during that year that we want to remember. And just do that each year so that we have a little time capsule of all our memories. So this is what Willow looks like after our third year. Willow, come here.
Do you want to say hello to the camera?
Come here.
Look.
This is what Willow looks after our third year of marriage. And so then one day we can look back at all these videos and remember everything.
Okay, I think a great place to start is our 2nd year anniversary trip, because I don't think we talked about that in the last video. And that wasn't just any 2nd year anniversary trip. That was kind of the trip where we decided if we wanted to move to Arizona or not, which we didn't really talk about in our last video because we didn't announce that we were moving until
we didn't know at that time either. You know, it was never decided.
No. It was a couple weeks before our anniversary that we even talked about possibly moving out of LA. And then we were kind of talking about, okay, where would we want to live? And Arizona was kind of our top contender. And so we were like, let's go try it out for the weekend and do our anniversary getaway there. So we came here last year at this time and stayed at an Airbnb in Scottsdale. What else did we do?
We went to Topgolf.
Yes, we went to Topgolf.
We actually have a video that we made.
We do,
so
yes.
Later in August, of course, I had my birthday, and it was pretty low-key.
Very low-key. You had to work.
Yeah, and we ended up going out, and here's some selfies that we took before we went out. And we went to the sushi spot right down the road.
That's right.
Decent sushi.
I think, did we vlog your birthday?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, I was thinking we did. And I got you Trickster candles.
Trickster candles and banana bars.
Yes. Was it a good birthday?
Yeah.
It was okay.
It
wasn't anything special. It was kind of a COVID birthday, truthfully.
Sure.
In LA, COVID was kind of going on still, so it was low-key. But some good sushi and some good banana bars.
True.
At the end of August, Nolan had this wonderful idea that he was going to do an outdoor movie night date. And I'm going to be a broken record here, but we actually did vlog it and I posted a video. I forgot that I did that though. But it was so much fun. We watched a Nicholas Sparks movie and we watched it on our patio outside and had yummy treats. And that was such a fun memory.
On an inflatable mattress with all the blankets and then the projector set up and
it was a vibe.
Candy, popcorn, wine, all the good stuff.
It was a vibe.
Yeah.
A couple times we went down to the beach for sunset. We got some donuts, brought Willow to the beach.
Those were some of the best donuts I've ever had, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not a big donut guy, but those...
You're not.
Those were so good.
They were so good. We went to the beach as much as we could before we moved. There's just willow hair floating everywhere. Because we knew that we were going to be moving. So we're like, we really need to soak up our beach time while we have it 40 minutes away. So we went to the beach a couple times before we moved.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was really nice, especially in the summer.
It wasn't at this time. Wait, was it hot? I can't remember.
This is August.
We never really jumped in the water or anything, but it was fun to be there. It was a good temperature.
Yeah, it was the perfect temperature at the beach. Yeah. And then I went back to Tri-Cities for what was supposed to be a week, and I also vlogged this. It was supposed to be a week trip, and because you were at Grow with Video Live, and so I was like, you know what? I don't want to just be home alone. My school was online, and so I was like, I'm going to go home and just spend the week with my family, bring Willow with me, and then we got stuck there for 10, 11 days because there was so much smoke in the air. And during that trip, I actually got to drop my brother off at college, which was super fun. To see his apartment and his school and everything. Willow also got to go on her first boat ride with her grandpa. We went up the river. It was very smoky, so it wasn't super pretty, but we weren't sure how she was going to do on the boat, but she loved it. She has since gone on the boat again and literally had the time of her life. We'll get to that, but that was kind of her first trip on the boat, and she really, really enjoyed it. The first week of October, Madison came down from actually Arizona. She flew to LA for, I think it was just the weekend. But it was an absolute blast having her there. It was so much fun. We went shopping and we went to good food restaurants and kind of just hung out at the house, played some games. Very good times, very good memories, lots of laughter.
Yeah, good times.
It was good times. And I remember like in the midst of that trip or afterwards, I was just like so sad that we didn't live in the same city. Like I was like, oh, it would be so fun just to have my bestie gal here all the time. And now, spoiler alert, she's gonna live with us next year, and we live in the same city again for a year. But
Boom.
Okay, Willow's joining us for now. Okay, so a couple weeks after Madison came / MJ, that's Nolan's name for her.
That's her new name.
Her new name, I should say, yes.
You need to
I know, I need to call her MJ.
you're gonna be so outdated if you call her Madison.
My parents came down for my birthday, turned 22 years old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that was also fun because, you know, in LA, everything was pretty locked down. Like, we weren't seeing many people. We weren't really doing much. So it was fun in October to have 2 visitors. And for my birthday, we have a vlog of it all, but we did pickleball, took them to some of our favorite restaurants. And yeah, it was a very fun birthday to spend with my parents because I think I hadn't spent the prior 2 birthdays with them. So that was fun to have them there.
So then at the end, when was this?
Your arm.
I'm playing tug of war. So at the end of November, we had Thanksgiving. And McLean and MJ came down.
Actually, everything in LA was closing the day after they got into town. So that night we like went out to our favorite restaurant. And like went around to different places and like just lived up kind of
Our last time of going out.
Yeah, honestly, because at that time we had known that we were going to be moving to Arizona like in a couple months most likely. And so we're like, this is very possibly our last chance to like go out and do those kinds of things.
Gotta have Thanksgiving with us.
Which was so fun. It was my first time ever hosting Thanksgiving.
We did scooters through the neighborhood.
Oh, and I bought a film camera for that weekend. And
disposable film camera,
Yeah, and I just want to do that now all the time because the pictures are such vibes. The ones that actually turned out good. We're out here birding. I can't do it, dang it. So the next like real exciting thing that happened was our Christmas together. We actually had a Christmas tree last year, which was really fun. We are in the middle of we're actually at the end of our Christmas celebration, and we waited to give Willow's last 2 presents. Look who is under the tree. Just patiently waiting to open her last 2 presents, huh? What does that say? Willow and Willow. They're both your presents. You're so smart. And then the next day after our little Christmas in LA, we went to Washington for actual Christmas. It was so fun because this last Christmas, it snowed on Christmas Day, like a lot in Washington. And it was Willow's first time seeing snow, and she was obsessed with the snow. Willow's like kind of like, what the heck is this?
A hunting dog anymore. She'd stink at it.
What do you think of this crazy snow? Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, that was perfect. Oh, look at her. She's like digging
Get it.
And she barked at it too.
What do you think? What the heck?
You got some on her nose.
Oh, look at that.
Is this so cool? Get the snow. Get it. Yeah, get it in your mouth. Where's the snow? Get it. At first she was like, what is going on? And then like she got used to it, she had an absolute blast in it. She was just running around, like grabbing it in her mouth. My cousin was like throwing snowballs and she was like going and fetching them. And
Oh. Are you having so much fun, Willow? Are you having so much fun? Oh, it's so much fun! Oh, she wants Macy to play with her. Oh, get it, Willow. She likes to chase the snowballs. What are you doing, baby? Are you having so much fun? Oh. She likes the snowballs.
And then New Year's happened, and we had a New Year's Eve party at the Lindholm's house.
My family's house.
Yeah, and that was just a blast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was just
so fun.
We had a bunch of friends over. We kind of just like had drinks, snacks, karaoke. What else?
Fireworks.
But it was fun. It was
some games.
Yeah.
Did you say games?
No.
We played some games. Oh, it was an absolute blast.
Just kind of hung out and just like, yeah, it was so much fun.
Chilled.
So it is over 2 years, 2 years and 4 months later, and we are gonna eat our wedding cake. So you're gonna
We froze it.
face. Yes, we froze our wedding cake, the top layer, and we never got to eat the cake on our wedding day anyways. So this is our first bite.
We didn't
Literally.
eat any of it?
Well, I didn't. Did you?
I can't remember.
I think we went straight to dancing.
It's just it's crumbling on me,
Okay.
baby. Hold on.
But we put it in the freezer and it's all good. Okay, ready?
Cheers.
Cheers. So good.
And then January 10th, Miss Willow turned 2 years old.
Oh, the birthday girl.
And we, of course, had a birthday celebration for her.
Yes.
And we got her some birthday treats, some birthday presents.
Willow says it's present time. You want to open this one? Come here. Come open this present. Is it a foxy? Oh my goodness, how fun! You're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome, baby.
You're welcome.
You want to play
Hey,
tuggy
how fun! Yeah. Get it, Daddy.
And took her to the park, like all her favorite things.
Come here. Get it. Yeah.
Happy birthday, dear Willow. Happy birthday to you.
Nummy ice cream.
And then at the end of January is when we came down to Arizona, and my parents were buying an investment property, ideally a retirement home. And if you've seen our house, you know that it turned into an investment property because this is not a home you would retire in. It's a home that you would like start a family in.
Yeah.
But they've always wanted to move to Arizona and be snowbirds, so like in the winter and stuff. And so this year they were like, we're gonna do that. We're gonna get a house in Arizona. And so we came down to house hunt with them, and yeah, we looked at a lot of awesome houses. And then maybe you should tell this side of the story when we found this house, because
Well, I had
we've
like
never
some
shared
houses
all
lined
of
up.
this.
I had some houses lined up, and
Yeah.
then
because you knew what my dad wanted. My dad wanted a great backyard. That was kind of his thing. He also had like other things like 1-story house, no more than 4 bedrooms, around 2,000 square feet, no renovations needed, just like move-in ready, good aesthetic kind of thing, nice backyard. That was like his requirements of the house.
So then I found some pictures of this house, and the backyard looked awesome. And I was like, Ben's got to see this, but they were on
Yeah.
the plane, and so I couldn't text it to him. So when we picked him up, I said, Ben, I found one more house. I said, you got to just see this backyard. It looks like a resort.
Yeah,
And
that's what we
then
called it.
He was like, that's awesome. We might as well go see it and just like
No,
just
he
check
felt,
it out.
He was like, yeah, that's an awesome house. You
Right.
know? And then like me and my mom were like, yeah, it's a cool house. Like we were just like, yeah, let's
But
just
the
go look
inside
at
wasn't
it.
our style. It wasn't
It
like
was too big.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things.
But the backyard was just awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And so when we came to this house, I think me and my mom still were thinking, oh, this is just like fun to go look at this huge house that's so nice, and not thinking anything about it at all. But the 2 boys were like kids in a candy shop. They were like, there's like
As
these
soon as we saw the backyard, we were like, oh my
No,
god.
you guys went straight to the backyard. You just like bypassed the entire house and went outside.
Right.
And I'll like insert some clips to show you just like how happy these boys were in this house.
Now, this has been our favorite backyard. This is called the resort, is what we're calling it. Look at this. So much undercover patio space. We don't care about the house. We care about
It's got that.
The jacuzzi, the pool.
It's got a TV right there.
We have the TV right here.
But we were upstairs in the master bedroom, and I have like the very, like, you can hear my dad say, "This is the house." And my mom's like, "What?" or whatever. And I think you were filming. You stopped filming because you were like, "Wait, what? Seriously?"
Dude, this is the house.
This is the house? This is the one you want?
Yeah.
We knew that it was going to be a difficult process getting this house because we came here twice to look at the house, and each time we were here there was like 10
a line.
families.
There was like a line of cars waiting to go in and see it.
Tons of people. It was insane. So we made an offer, and it was a very, very competitive house. Lots of people made offers. At one point we heard there was 12 great offers. 12 great ones. So I don't even know how many bad offers they had. And so, long story short, obviously we got the house.
This is Ben.
Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Hi. You want to be on speakerphone?
I got you on speaker.
All right. Congratulations.
I feel good. I feel like
And now we're gonna celebrate at Top Golf.
On our way to Top
yeah.
Golf when we got the call hearing that we got it. And we
Yeah.
were still in Arizona.
Yeah.
So this all happened very fast. You know, we go into Arizona for a couple days to look for houses. We find a house, make an offer. Then
And
we get
actually got
accepted.
it. Yeah.
And then, and then we kind of went to Top Golf. Like, oh, good,
like,
now we get to
party,
celebrate.
yeah.
We're either going to Top Golf to, like,
have fun.
wipe our tears away or to celebrate.
Yeah.
And so we celebrated. Cheers to the Lindholm Resort, to the first offer, and to vacation forever.
But I don't think we've ever shared that story, so I thought that would be
Yeah.
fun to kind of elaborate on that because it was kind of crazy.
Yeah. Last week of February, we started packing up, and then we moved in March.
No, last week of February.
Last week of February, yeah.
Yeah.
So we officially moved from LA, got out of LA and into Arizona.
My parents came down to LA to help us move and drive all of the vehicles. We had a U-Haul and our 2 cars. Said goodbye to LA, and I thought that possibly it could be sad because that was like our first home together. Like our married life was LA. Like we didn't experience married life anywhere else.
Right.
And so I thought that it maybe eventually would get a little bittersweet. At the time, I was just like, I want out of here. I just want to live in a house and somewhere normal and cheap. But it never hit me. And it's been 5-6 months now. Still hasn't hit me.
What hasn't hit you?
Just like the sadness of leaving there.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we're not there anymore. There's certain parts that I'm like, oh, like that was such a good time. But
Like, there's certain things I really love about LA, but obviously there's things that we didn't love that made us move.
yeah. So after moving to Arizona, it was the start of many hot tub nights.
Yes.
Because when we first moved, it was really warm during the day. I think it was like in the 80s. We got our outdoor TV out there. We'd eat in the hot tub, do Bachelor in the hot tub.
Yes.
I think it was the first weekend that we were here, like after everyone left after us moving and stuff. It was like high 80s, maybe even the 90s. The pool was cold, and we have the ability to heat the pool and the hot tub, but we were like, it's gonna be like so expensive to heat the pool, so we're like, okay, we'll just heat the hot tub to like 80, and then me and Madison, like me and MJ stayed in the hot tub like the whole day. We ordered sushi to the house and like didn't even get out of the hot tub. We just ate
They made
sushi.
Keyston and I bring them the sushi, and
Yeah. At the end of March, my parents and then my aunt and uncle came for my parents' 50th birthday, and that was an absolute blast. We did a pool day, and I like decorated for Hawaiian themed outside for my mom. It was her actual birthday that we did that. And then we went to dinner, and then that night we had an 80s themed party, which was super fun. So we did like karaoke and dancing, And we like decked the downstairs out in 80s decor, and we dressed up in the 80s.
Lights and stuff.
Yeah. And then the next night we celebrated my dad's 50th birthday because we weren't all with him on his birthday, but went to Top Golf. And then we went to a casino because he loves playing poker. And so that was kind of his birthday day. And so at the beginning of April, we were still just getting everything figured out in the house. We found a new park for Willow to fall in love with. And she loves this park more than she loves the other park, I'd say. And it's just down the street from us. And she like walks really fast and like pulls on the leash. But we did that a lot. And we did lots of pool days because it was just so nice in April. I think it was like 90s by then. And then at the end... endish of April, everyone came down again.
For MJ's birthday.
Yeah.
21st birthday.
We had lots of people in our house that weekend for her 21st birthday, and that was a blast.
My vibe right now is just living life. I am just here to live life. I was just there living life. You can't say we didn't live life. We are definitely living life. Just like live life and have fun. Live that life, girl. Live that life.
We did like pool day. We went out.
Had a limo.
Yes, we had a limo. That was fun. It was a very fun weekend just to have everyone here. And then a couple weeks later, we went back to Washington for my graduation. I graduated with my master's degree in professional accountancy. And obviously, because of the circumstances, my graduation ceremony got canceled. And so I was very bummed about it. So
we threw her own graduation ceremony in her backyard. We had people over. Her uncle got up and he actually graduated from Azusa Pacific. And so he gave an amazing speech.
Yep.
Please welcome the APU graduating class of 2021. Please move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. Congratulations, the Azusa Pacific University class of May 2021.
Yeah, it was very special, very thoughtful, and personalized.
The very beginning of June, Bailey and Rachel came to Arizona.
Some of our very best friends from Washington.
Yes, and that was fun. We got to go to a Arizona Diamondbacks game.
Yep.
Such a good game. I think it went into the 11th inning, so it was extra innings, and we had a walk-off, like single or double or something that brought in the final runner, and it was just awesome.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then... yeah, we just hung out with them for a few days, and that was just a blast to have them here.
Yeah.
And hang out by the pool, go out and get food.
And then a couple days later, MJ and McLean came and visited us for like a couple days before we went to Mexico. They were going to house sit for us and babysit Willow. And then we went to Mexico with my family. It was supposed to be for my brother's graduation vacation last year. He graduated.
Senior high school graduation.
Yeah. And so obviously we had to cancel that trip. And so we did it this year. And it was so fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun. So the first couple days we get there, it's cloudy, rainy, and it was fine though. It was fun, honestly, for me just to be on vacation and to just be on vacation. And then after the second or third day, we got beautiful weather. It was sunny. And we got to lay out on the beach and just really enjoy our vacation to the max.
Yeah.
And then we did some fun excursions and stuff.
We went jet skiing. I went parasailing with my brother and my mom.
Oh boy, we're going higher.
That's where.
Oh boy, yeah, we are really high up here.
And then the boys, what did you do?
We went scuba diving, which I'm terrified of the ocean, and so that was a crazy experience. Yeah. But I'm so glad I did it, and it was honestly really fun. It was beautiful. It was in the Caribbean Sea, and we were 30 feet deep. And we'll show some pictures and stuff, but it was so awesome that I was able to do that. And so
I was so proud of you for conquering your fear.
it was pretty awesome.
Yeah. And we all went to Isla Mujeres. Everyone went
We got to go
snorkeling.
snorkeling, which was fun too.
Yeah, I jumped in the ocean and I was like, yep, I'm going to conquer my fear of fish. It's not like a fear of fish. I just like really don't like fish. Yeah. And like the whole snorkel thing makes me claustrophobic. I jumped in and instantly I was like, nope. I need back on the boat. I do not want to see what's in the ocean. I'm not scared of the ocean unless I'm like seeing what's underneath me. I just like to pretend like nothing's underneath me.
I'm the opposite. I'm scared of the ocean, but then when I can actually see, I'm like, okay, that's what's down there.
Yeah. Nolan did the most dancing. They had like dancing.
Zumba?
Each night. No, at night.
Oh, yeah.
We did like a silent dance party, which sounded so lame. We were all like, eh.
So everyone has headphones, wireless headphones on, and you can dance with the headphones.
But it was a
fun.
blast.
It was so
It
fun.
was so fun. And you could just like switch the channel if you didn't like the music, which was nice too.
We went to one Mexican restaurant in the resort that had grasshoppers. And so we all tried those. Did we all try them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to stick this in my mouth, but the guy told us to dip it in guacamole. So I'm going to dip.
But it's going to break.
No.
No, it doesn't. I'm scared.
There you go.
This is more training.
Wait.
Ben,
I need to train.
Ben, this is more training for Survivor.
Okay, try it.
Dip it in
You try it at the same time with me.
Okay. Mine's so little. I might have to do a little scoopy doopy.
Muy bien?
Muy bien.
Okay, your
You want to try it?
turn. Nick's trying it too.
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok. Chapulines.
I forgot to film myself, but I just ate a grasshopper. A grasshopper in guacamole. I kind of feel like I felt it bite my tongue.
I think we're gonna have it by itself.
Okay, cheers.
Wait.
We're all going.
I got the big one.
Nick,
Ooh, Dad's got a big one.
wait for Nick.
You gonna do it?
Oh, seriously? You think it's moving?
Okay, ready? Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers with the girl.
Mine don't have much crunch.
Mine has
That's
a lot.
good. It's a little bit. It is salty.
And you dip them in with guacamole, and but we tried them just by themselves too. But they weren't
Crunchy.
bad, but I just don't want to eat those.
No. It was very salty and crunchy like a chip, but I'm like, I'll just stick to chips.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was really fun to come home to our baby. She was so excited to see us.
We're home. Hi, baby. How are you? Did you hug my time? Hi. She's like the shop. Are you so excited?
A couple weeks after we got home from Mexico, we went back to Washington for 4th of July. We went for that entire week.
Yeah, fun. I got to play some basketball, and I just kind of worked a whole lot while I was there.
Did. You
And
worked.
but then like Willow got to go out into it was in the Snake River. We went boating, and she loved the water.
It was typically like, she's just a very nervous dog, not super adventurous. In 2020, I had taken her on the boat with my dad when he was fishing, and she really loved it. So this time when we went boating, I was like, okay, let's bring her. I was like, she won't get in the water, but at least she'll be on the beach, the beach, in the sand, and she likes digging in sand. So I was like, she'll have fun at least on the shore.
Right.
I thought for sure though that she wouldn't have the best time. Like she would just kind of get through it, you know.
Yeah.
I was wrong. She loved the water because it was such a gradual, like, slant. Like, what would you call that? Gradual
It
shore.
It was very shallow for a
Yeah.
long time, and so she was able to run around a lot in the water without being very deep.
Yeah, and she loved it. Like, she was just, like, walking in the water, adventuring around in the water.
Yeah.
Like, it was so cute. And she would dig in the sand, and she'd get on the boat, and she had, like, such a good time. And it made me have such a good time because it was like a whole new dog.
Yeah.
It was really cute. And then I think it was like 2 days after we got home, I started my job, my first day as a CPA accountant. Not quite a CPA, but I am working,
You're giving yourself too much credit. You're not a CPA.
I'm not a CPA. Not yet. I'm working at a CPA firm now.
Okay.
That's what I meant. I am a tax associate at a public CPA firm, and I'm in the tax department. So I started doing that. I've been doing that for almost a month now, actually. Mm-hmm. And I'm loving it. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about like going into an office job, but I love the people I work with. I really actually enjoy taxes. And as long as I'm not paying them, I love doing them. So yeah, that's been a huge change in my life and yours, actually.
So our anniversary was on a Tuesday, so I went to work with Madeline, not to her work, but I drove with her and then worked at a coffee shop. So then after that, we went to the mall. And then we went to a really, really nice restaurant, this Japanese place.
Not really nice. Amazing.
Amazing.
Wasn't it?
It was the best food I've ever had.
Truthfully.
So we ordered the most expensive thing that you could buy at this place. And basically, it's like chef select, just bring you out pieces of meat and fish and appetizers. And then they had champagne and dessert for us. And it was just so
amazing.
Good. The fish was just like melting in your mouth. The meat was buttery.
Yeah.
It was just like, it was so good.
The meat had the texture of fish, if you know what I mean. Like how fish just falls apart in your mouth. That's how the meat was.
It was very good.
It was so
good. And such a fun experience. It was such a long dinner. It was like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And like they just would bring you more food every like 15 minutes or so. And like they brought us so much food and just like little samples, and we got to try everything. And so it was just awesome.
It was super awesome. Great little anniversary dinner date thing. Thank you guys for watching this video and being interested in our 3rd year of marriage. These videos are really more for us, but like if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, tick the bell so you get notified when I post, and I'll see you guys in my next one.